Founded in 1995 by two very proudly South African gents. Funnily enough, on a beach just like this one, Rogz was one of the first pet companies in South Africa to provide really cool accessories and cool gear to both dogs and cats. Without compromising on safety or on quality, for 27 years now, they've had a proven track record in South Africa and now in 90 other countries worldwide.
Rogz's reputation as a specialist manufacturer of collars, leads and harnesses is unrivaled. And from the 1st of October 2022, Rogz's new AirTech range propelled it to another level as it launched in South Africa and Australia simultaneously.
Irene, 27 years ago, on a beach just like this one, the idea was born. Over this nearly 3-decade journey, you've picked up some major accolades. I know most recently a global award for brand domination in a space that, as I said, is very competitive. When you look back from where you started, those humble beginnings, to where you are now, do you ever think you would get to this point, to global domination?
Paul will remember, we thought it would be done in 2 years. So for us, it's a disappointment it took us 27. But 27 years later, well, obviously we're proud of what the brand has become, but really the brand is about much more than Paul and I. It is all the people. There are so many people behind the brand over the last 27 years, our customers, the people with their dogs. So it's always been a license for people to be real, to have fun, and that's what the brand is about. The accolades are good, the awards, because they create some visibility. The more important thing for us is what it actually means on the ground to people with their pets.
What is it all about? What sets you guys apart? What makes this brand so special?
Rogz has always stood for being real. And we've tried to attract people that are real and can be real and act real within our company, whether it's to surf or to dance or to fly or to walk your dog. You should be happy from wherever you come from in our company.
This product is making its mark. What was the inspiration? How did the AirTech come about?
Yeah, you know, in production and development there is some mishaps, and this was one of the mishaps. We wanted to stitch this for other product, which we wanted foam, but they added mesh, and that's how we discovered the AirTech material. We started thinking, what if we just add one layer of mesh in there and we can make some webbing, and we started developing the AirTech range.
So the AirTech material is extremely light, and the essential part of it is that it's still very strong. So normally dog gear is very heavy and thick and durable. This is also very durable, just very lightweight.
Well, just looking at the gear, it looks like comfort was paramount. Talk me through that process.
So we'll do initial prototypes that we also put through a testing lab. We've got tensile pull test machines, etc. We have UV exposure equipment to make sure that products don't degrade over time to a point where they can fail. And in addition to that, we have test pilots that we work with. These dogs have different characteristics, sizes, weights, and even the owners are very engaging. So we'll have their feedback and reiterations happen from there up to a point where we're very glad with or happy with the product that we've made.
Local is lekker. It's not just about having a brand that makes South Africa look cool, but it's one that serves South Africa's interests. Anything that is driven out of passion, I'm behind 100%. But when a local company turns that lens inwards and cares as much about their own staff, about their community, about what's going on in their own market, that is lekker. And that's how South Africans do it. Very exciting range in the AirTech space. Please talk me through some of the products that jump off the page for you.
I think my favorite is the helium connector where we've used a kite fitting that attaches a human to a kite, which is a tiny little fitting, and it's really incredibly strong and incredibly lightweight. And you get towed around by a kite, you can think that it would be perfectly capable of handling an animal. So that's probably my favorite item on this.
Okay, so the hands-free lead is especially, we added some functionality. The one is to have an elasticated bungee in the lead so you're comfortable when you're walking. But we also realize that people are now attached to their dog, so they can't let the dog go. You can't just release the handle. So we've added something that we borrowed from the kiting industry. In kiting, you get attached to the kite, and there are times in an emergency you've got to let it go. So if the dog is pulling you and you feel like you're going to get pulled over, there's this little safety device that if you pull it, it just releases. And the idea with this concept, the same as kites, is you have to be able to let it go while it's under load, and it's an instantaneous release to let the dog run free and you stay safe also. It's also an ultralight lead, which is like a really innovative lead, no metal components. We've borrowed a few items from the sporting industry, especially from kiting, some safety and lightweight items. Been a real pleasure of a project.
It's one thing to make your mark here in South Africa, it's an entirely different thing going global. Now in 90 different countries. How does it make you feel to see what you guys have created?
Well, it's pretty daunting, but all I can say is just one step at a time. You know, one country at a time, one little bit at a time. Everybody loves the story from Cape Town. Everybody loves what we've created in Cape Town. And it's been a massively fun journey.
I'm a big fan of the entrepreneurial journey. So getting to know the story behind Rogz, that's got me captivated. The fact that they've moved their operations back to South Africa, that they are creating jobs, we need to capitalize, and they're doing it in the most groundbreaking way. Oh, any day out with dogs, best day ever. Being on a setting like this with absolute superstars like this that are this well dressed, even better. All that's left for me today is just to make one little stop to pick up some Rogz for my pets. I've got to get the ultimate patented outdoor adventure gear a dog and yes, an owner can get.